So the key investment question is, who is going to benefit the most from this? So there's basically four different parties that we're looking at that are going to benefit. One is the people with the technology. So is it going to be your OpenAI and your Microsoft, your Google, that are all going to benefit the most from this as being the producers of this AI technology? And are they going to keep most of the benefits for themselves? Now, my expectation is no, that won't be the case. Look, it might be, but I think there's, the signs already are that this is going to be distributed as something free or close to free, and the benefits will accrue. The benefit to these producers of having more users on there outweighs the feeling that they want to keep all the benefits for themselves. So again, what do I mean by that? I mean, if you've got the greatest AI engine right now, and you're like, I'm going to charge everyone $50 a month for it because it's fantastic, it's way better than everyone else's, and it's worth so much more than all the rest that it'll be worth it for people to pay that $50 a month. Now, you'll get a bunch of people paying that $50 a month to start with, but the person who on the other side is sticking it out for free with something that might be 80% of yours, but you've got 1 million users using yours and they've got 1 billion users using theirs, is that what you'll probably find is that theirs improves so much faster that it then leapfrogs yours, and you've only got 1 million people asking you questions, and so you slow down. And so that's the part where I think that for all these AI producers, they're going to be it's going to be a race to get as many people as they can and to be the biggest and the baddest, and with a view similar to a search engine. The more people searching for you, the more you know about what people want to search, and the more you can provide the right answers. I think that's the race we're in. And so I don't think the producers of the software are going to be the ones. I think they will certainly benefit, but they're not going to take all the benefit from it. It is going to be spread back to companies. So then they get the three different groups that could benefit from this. So one is, it could be the companies itself. So the company could basically say, okay, I've just made myself more efficient because I've managed to sack half my service staff, and I've cleared out a third of my IT department, and with exactly the same productivity as before, or even more productive than before, and I've managed to get rid of all this staff. And so now I can keep all my sales the same, and I can make a much larger profit on everything I make. Now, there's some, so that may or may not be the case. The next group is the wages. So now, rather than there being, 5 different programmers in a team, one or two of them are doing most of the work, and the rest are doing all the coding to all the grunt work, is that we end up with just the 1 or 2 doing all the work. Now, does that mean that those guys can now demand much higher salaries, or in your legal case, I've got 1 lawyer now doing the work of, what used to be 1 lawyer and 3 assistants. Now he's only got 1 lawyer and doesn't need any assistants, or 1 assistant. Does that mean that lawyer can now put up his fees and get a higher wage because of it? Or do we end up in prices? Is that all this productivity just means that all these people can offer this at a much lower price, and so we have lower inflation, we have disinflation as all these productivity gains all get competed away in terms of prices. So I think it's a mix of the 3, and so I think the first one is unlikely in terms of the AI producers, although there certainly will be benefits there. I just think, it's not unlikely. It's highly likely the AI producers are going to make money. I just think as a proportion of the total money available and the total productivity gains available, they're going to make this tiny, tiny, tiny sliver, which is going to be extremely worth it to them. And then it's a question, industry by industry, which ones get the profit margins, which ones get the wages, and which ones get the prices.
You can find out more at nucleuswealth.com.